monitoring in Delhi. And Sachin, I wonder how this issue is evolving in Indian media beyond just the issue of farming reforms.
Definitely. I mean, Ross, I would see this as a complete breakdown of trust between both sides. And if we talk about media in India, particularly electronic media, which is generally seen as supportive of the government, so there have been usually pro-government messaging through media, where essentially they're trying to find fault with this movement and also with the protesters. Whereas the protesters claim that, because of these three contentious laws, their livelihoods would be in danger. Media, most of the prominent media outlets, especially prominent television outlets, they have been pointing out that the protests have been hijacked by the opposition parties and also certain separatist figures like the Sikh separatist movement that you had mentioned. So essentially now we are in the middle of a battle of perceptions where each side is trying to outsmart the other and trying to prove that the other side is wrong.
And help me understand the Prime Minister's thinking. He's in this very long, very bitter standoff with the farmers over these reforms. He's using a lot of political capital to do so. Why is he so convinced this has to go through?
Farm reforms have been in the BJP's agenda for quite some time. So it's not that suddenly they came out with all these reforms and the bills. They were in the making. But what the farmers complain is that actually at the time of framing these laws, they were not properly consulted, and the due process of democracy was not followed when all these laws were pushed through the two houses of the parliament. So therefore, while the government side is quite convinced that they have brought out much needed reforms, which will boost the agricultural productivity and also the income of the farmers are not so much convinced.
Sachin, thank you very much indeed. Now to an incredible science story. Drillers in the Antarctic have accidentally discovered several new species